Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo, we got news you need to know, man. You know, so you can have intelligent conversation. You follow what I'm saying, man? No limits, big court on the objectification of women. Erica Mena, Cardi B on the Joe Budden statement, and Lil Uzi situation. Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source. If this your first time to the channel, you know what to do, man. Be sure to hit that like button if you're feeling any part of the content. You know how that goes. You see what I'm saying? And notification bells waiting for you to tap it, so go on and give it a tap. And hit that subscribe button if you ain't already subscribed to the channel. If you got unsubscribed, well, then you got to resubscribe. You follow me? Yeah, let's get right to it, man. I know you came here for hip-hop news, right? But what would I be if you came and left without knowing this piece of information that I'm about to drop on you? Listen. Yesterday, we told you that Phylicia Rashad was getting barbecued for her statement of support for Cosby's release. Folks were talking about how a university needs to toss her into the furnace. Now, singer/actress Stephanie Mills was tagged into the ring and hopped into the fray with Vaseline on her face, talking about, quote, "I love you, Phylicia Rashad," with the triple hearts. If it's true that Howard University wants to terminate her position because they feel her comments about Bill Cosby were insensitive, then they should give back the millions of dollars that he donated to the university. Close quote. Yo, somebody came through in our comments yesterday and said the same thing, man. Now, with that one statement, folks were laid out left and right. Cosby responded to that statement, hopping off the top turnbuckle, simply writing, "Thank you, Stephanie Mills. Your voice has always been powerful." Close quote. Essentially co-signing to her statement. Your boy Celeb has been trying to find out exactly how much he gave to Howard University, which I'm imagining matters. And if it does actually matter, to Howard University, that would not be a good look. Hey, look, if his monetary donation makes them back off, then that might send a pretty strong message to women. Of course, they could say, hey, look, man, we were just stating our views, right? We were just stating that her views weren't our views, which they could freely say. Look, we sat down with No Limits Big Court, right? And wanted to get his thoughts on the objectification of women in the industry. And seeing that he is an artist/TV and film producer, this is what he had to say. Yo, take a listen.
Degree. Let's talk a little bit about going back to objectifying women. What do you think about her music and women objectifying themselves, men objectifying women, and so forth and so on? What are your thoughts about? What are your thoughts about these things?
Try to get me in trouble again. It's a gray area for me. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I think the problem comes when there's no balance. Okay. So if you think about back in the day, I'm old enough to remember, Moni Love, Queen Latifah, MC Lyte. I'm old enough to remember them. Now you had them, and then you had, I don't know if you remember Choice from Rap A Lot.
Yes.
Who was really, way before Little Kim. She was the original. And you had HWA from Ruthless and different things like that. You had JJ Fad. So you had balance. I think the problem comes when there's no balance, when all it is the sex sales. I struggle between, like you said, being a certain way toward women or women being objectified, opposed to entertainment. Sex sales. So it's kind of like, yes, entertainment, but again, I think the balance is what maybe where it lends to it being too much, where it's too salacious and it feeds a narrative, especially, because think about it, when you talk about the female artists, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, they're very sexually charged. City girls, the whole thing is getting money from a man, twerking, shaking my butt. Woo.
Interesting position, man. Look, my man said there's a time to twerk, and then there's a time to refrain from twerking. But twerk all the time? Twerk all the time? I can barely get the words out. Twerk all the time? Hey, yo, look, man. Remember, I don't know if y'all know about Dante's Inferno, right? Where he spoke about the 7 layers of hell and all this other stuff. And I guess his idea was like, if you was into lust, then in hell you'd be tortured with lust and stuff like that. If I remember it correctly. At least that's how the video game was. Look, imagine someone going to hell and having to twerk for all of eternity, man. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, I hate twerking. You see what I'm saying? Hey, look, Erica Mena has been going through a divorce, quite the divorce, with her mans in them. What's his name? Safari Salmon. We did the story on him yesterday. Talk about he now promoting the skincare product line. He don't have the faintest clue as to where we got the idea that he was bleaching his skin. Well, the rumors were confirmed when Erica Mena filed for divorce. What is it? March of this year? Anyway, Erica Mena has now come out and stated, quote, "So, at Kaylin Garcia, you have been effing my husband all weekend in Miami. We have a son who is just born and still isn't home yet. Did he tell you that when he was telling you to lay low tonight?" She continued on and said, "Real talk. I've been in the shoes of dealing with a man who lived a double life and I had no clue, and I had no clue he was married." Wait a minute. And I had no clue he was married. Oh, because she said she was in the shoes. Okay, my bad. You know, real comprehension. You see what I'm saying? Real talk, I've been in the shoes of dealing with a man who lived a double life, and I had no clue he was married. But you know Safari is married. Who don't know that? Not to mention he real friends with Joe Budden, your ex. Safari just had a baby who he hasn't seen in 4 days. That's in the NICU, right? That's also no secret. I'm blasting both of you since he told you to lay low tonight. Clearly, you both know I found out y'all been effing all weekend. My son, not even a week old yet, and he D'ing you down. I hope this is something you proud of, shorty. This man lost his whole family officially. I wish you both the best. Right? She also added on, now, she didn't add on anything because Garcia responded to her and said, "For years, I've been to myself. No blogs, no drama. I am a woman who is about accountability and morals. The fact that I've been called out for absolutely nothing to me is insane. Me and Safari are friends and nothing more. Thanks. Everyone stay blessed and let's continue to spread love and light." Here's the thing, right? If he said to her, "Yo, lay low for tonight," it ain't a good look. Like, if y'all's not doing anything, that just ain't a good look. You see what I'm saying? Someone showed up on social media and threw a Molotov cocktail into the crowd and stated that Joe Budden, yeah, that's right, his name popped up again, that Joe Budden stated that Cardi B will not be dropping another album ever. Right? Because you know, there might be some legal issues over her management, all that other stuff, right? Well, as you already know, Cardi don't let nothing slide, right? And she hopped into the comment section and threw a Molotov cocktail right back out, okay? And she said, "Well, he dead wrong. Watch, when I push out this baby," she said it like it was a piece, well, forget it. "When I push out this baby, wait 6 months, go to Colombia, get a lipo, breast reduction. Didn't she just get a breast enhancement? My bad. Let me keep it going. Learn how to pole dance again. Learn how to play spade. I'm sorry. Didn't you go to high school in the Bronx? I mean, what do y'all do in the cafeteria? Eat? You know what I'm saying? And get my political science degree. That's what's up. And pop out my album. Yup, he gonna be wrong." Right? Close quote. Look, you heard it here first, man. She gonna do all that. Then she gonna go drop an album. Look, I love how the album is the last thing on her list of priorities, man. You know what I'm saying? She like later for work. Hey, yo, look, Shacarri Richardson is all the rage right now. My girl has been all over the interwebs because while grieving the loss of her mother and being the fastest woman in the world, clocking a 10.86 in a 100-meter sprint at the Olympic trials, she tested positive for marijuana, right? I forgot to tell you yesterday, Wack100 was pissed about that. He had posted, quote, "Put her on the first thing smoking back to the dispensary. A violation leads to punishment. Nobody is bigger than the program. Rules and regulations are there to be followed, not ignored. She failed us as a people as far as I'm concerned," close quote. I'm going to have to disagree with you with part of what you're saying, OG, right? I mean, it is true that a violation leads to punishment. And it is true that rules and regulations are there to be followed. But Did she fail us as a people? Hell nah, man. Look, she had a moment of weakness, man, that superseded all the other stuff in her life, man, like the rest of us, okay? Like, if she failed us as a people by doing that, then what have the rest of us done? You see what I'm saying? Most of us don't have the discipline throughout life to stay in a lane and get as far as she did. And Nike, the company, is like, yo, we running with Shacarri all the way to the end, for real, for real. The lovely lady has a partnership with Nike since 2019, and Nike came out the cut with the orange hair talking about, yo, quote, we appreciate Shacarri's honesty and accountability and will continue to support her throughout this time, close quote. Stand and salute for that. You see what I'm saying? With my Nike LeBron Soldier 13 Laker jump off song. You see what I'm saying? But could you believe the trolls came out the cut wrapped in the American flag? I know it's sad, right? Although they were wrapped in that during the insurrection, but that's besides the point. Trolls came out talking about, quote, boycott Nike, right? So someone by the name of Sparky tweeted out, quote, if you're a true patriot, you aren't wearing Nike, close quote. I bet you I could guess exactly where he was on January 6th. Probably wrapped in an American flag, beating a cop senseless with a Blue Lives Matter flag. You see what I'm saying? F out of here with that, man. And finally, hey, we reported to you the other day, right? That little Uzi, Vert, right? Got into it with St. John. The joint got real messy. It was stated that Uzi pulled out a woo-ha on his ex, right? I think her name was, I forgot her name, Brittany Bird or something like that, right? Her manager states, your boy stormed in, made a scene, all of which is skeptical so far. I mean, he stormed in, made a scene, and then nobody recorded it. Anyway, his ex's manager states that he put a burner to his ex's chest. I thought she was hitting the stomach. Now, well, okay, let me keep going. None of which was recorded, mind you, right? I mean, unless it's coming out in a couple of days. Anyway, a burner to her chest, repeatedly struck her with a closed hand. You like, why not say punch? Because, you know, we're the news, man. We got to make it sound newsy, right? And although Bird and Uzi haven't spoken for quite some time, Uzi's ex Bird, right, and JT, Uzi's current girlfriend, have had some words. And you can imagine what that sounded like. Anyway, Bird posted a message about domestic abuse. Yo, take a listen.
I offer this to every young girl, every woman, or young person following me to never give your whole life to a man, never let a man use you to attack another woman. Don't allow yourself to be abused, confused, misused enough to become an abuser. I'm too much of a womanist. I am too much of a feminist to ever allow myself to hate you. You can call me homeless, but I saw you get three-pieced like a person in a Mayweather fight and asking for a hotel room in a safe environment. And it just didn't make me feel good to see that. It made me feel sorry for the girls who think that abuse is okay. You can call me everything but a child of God, but I never want to see a woman get beat. I want to use this platform for good, for real. And the beef, it just showed me that.
Now, after that was posted, JT posted, when was this at Bird Museum? Liar. You really sitting here lying when you saw this? You would have been said this when you put those messages out, B. Took a day to come up with that video, trying to start a campaign to promote that shop, right? She also added, ho would literally die to be in my shoes with the success I have. All ninja and drip aside, I ish on your whole fake life. Homeless behind helper. Now, Bird responded back by posting the domestic abuse hotline and resources number, and JT took petty level to level 9,000 and posted contact the homeless helpline. You know what I'm saying? And it posted a homeless helpline number or something like that. It was real messy. You see what I'm saying? Look, after all that, right? It was said that she was hit so hard in the stomach with the heat by your boy that she had to go to the hospital and she pressed charges, right? Her manager stated, quote, Uzi has been stalking Brittany since they broke up. Uzi is toxic and mentally and physically abusive. He has been for years. Close quote. Not a good look. Not a good look. And you'll let us know what you think, man. Do you think Uzi really did this? especially seeing that nobody recorded this. You know, the first thing people do whenever they see artists is they hit that, they double tap the button and the recording is going. You see what I'm saying? Are you buying any of this? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Erica Mena, what you think on that? And the objectification of women. What you think about what Big Court said? I personally think that was kind of on point, but you know, sometimes people think I'm crazy. You see what I'm saying? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe. Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news.